Shout out to US ARC and all US ARC members. If you don't know what US ARC is, don't be ashamed. Just go ahead and click the third link in the description below. See what US ARC is all about, okay? You never know when legislations are going to hit your backyard, so that's why it's very important to consider becoming a US ARC member today. These numbers really do matter, and they look at it for consideration when it comes to battling legislation. So first and foremost, thank you, Phil Goss. Thank you to anybody out there who partners up and volunteers with US ARC organization. Thank you for anyone out there who's a US ARC member. And if you can't become a US ARC member today, please talk about it on your platforms. Let your neighbors know, let all your pet stores know what US ARC is here for, and it's here to fight for our animal rights. Thank you to every US ARC member and US ARC supporter out there. True.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Trap Talk Reptile Network, the coolest reptile network in the world, episode 669. What a number. Tonight we got Nick. All right, Big Borg Reptiles tapping in with us, and we have a lot to talk about, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but it's really cool because I'm looking forward to talking to Nick. All right, he's plugged up with some big dogs in the game, especially one of my good homies. So we're gonna get to know Nick and see all the cool, or talk about all the amazing species that this guy's produced, and then also know how we even know each other. You know, because we have ties also with somebody that we know in the game. So either way, you guys are in for a freaking awesome episode tonight. And a shout out to anyone out there on their way to the Southeast Reptile Expo. Bob Vu throws one hell of a show. And I'm pretty bummed I won't be there this weekend. But I know quite a bit of you are on the way there now, already there now. And God bless. Have a good time for me, please. You guys are in for a freaking treat at a Southeast Reptile Expo. And, you know, listen. Top-notch experience, hands down. Going down this weekend, tomorrow, August 9th and 10th. Go check them out. Get your tickets at southeastreptileexpo.com and give me that feedback, all right? Shout out to Steven from Leviathan, who's going to be taking some awesome content for me while at the show for MorphMarket. So you're the man for doing that, Steven. And also just want to shout out Steven for doing some sort of a competition, something to look into. So if you are at the Southeast Reptile Expo, go see what that's all about. Pretty sure they're going to continue that going forward, just to kind of spotlight some of the top tier breeders, vendors at that show. So thank you so much, Bob Vu. And shout out to the entire Southeast Reptile Expo. Man, I'm your boy, MJ. If this is your first time seeing me, do me a favor, please. Help me grow this channel organically by hitting the subscribe button. And if you hit that notification bell, select all, you'll be reminded of every single podcast that's released out of the network, okay? Monday through Sunday, brand new episodes every day of the week. The only reptile network that's been doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to all these episodes, by the way, on all the major audio platforms. There's Apple Podcasts, there's Google Podcasts, there's Spotify, Buzzsprout, wherever you want to listen to any audio, please have at it, all right? Thank you so much for all the love and support. If you're looking for exclusive content, if you want to get more out of what you see at each episode, early releases to like episodes like Protect Our Balls 3, that's coming out real shortly. Come join the Trap Talk Patreon family. First link in the description below. As soon as you join the Trap Talk Patreon family, connects you to a Discord and also connects you to an amazing Instagram group chat. The trappers are going at it 24/7 in the chats, and I love the passion. I love all the keepers that I have a part of the Trap family because they're all about it, man. So thank you so much. You guys motivate me to keep doing my thing. That's a fact. So shout out to my Patreon members. You guys are my heart, man. And yeah, shout out to tonight's sponsors. But before I do, man, I just want to say hi to people in the chats. It's just me and the homie Nick tonight. Before I bring Nick in, I don't ever get to say hi to people in the chats as I used to, man. Shout out to Nick from the Reptile Pueblo. He's a Patreon member. That's my dog. Shout out to you, Nick. Hope you're staying. Dude, Nick, it's hot right now, by the way. Dude, I don't know what it's like in your area. I'm pretty sure whatever's happening down here is happening a little bit hotter in your area. So hope your rodents, I hope everything's okay. Hope anyone in SoCal is okay. And you know, I've been constantly looking at my rat shed and just like, are you guys alive? And It's like mid 80s, even with my AC, like because it's a mini shed. Either way, I just know I have to revisit my whole AC thing in the rat shed. I don't feel good about it even being in the mid 80s, but man, it's hot, dude. It was 97 here in San Diego. Might have even been hotter. I stopped checking after 2 o'clock because I was over it, and so could have even been potentially hotter. So, anyways, hope everyone's safe out there in SoCal. And I know there's been heat going on all over the country, but us SoCal guys, we've have it pretty made over here when it comes to weather. So, hey, Nick, hope you're good. Bradley Pruss, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here, Bradley. And Bradley, I know I butcher your last name. Been doing it for years. I'm so sorry. West Coast Reptiles, what's good? Thanks for being here, player. My boy Adrian, go check out his podcast. I fuck with my man Heavy, man. He's passionate, dude. And that's what it's all about with. And Adrian, I fuck with that tough, bro. Keep doing your thing. Trap Talk Patron member. Eric's Morph Factory, B-Unit family member all day, every day. He's a real one. Puget Sound Pythons. Love this couple. Well, I want to say family. You guys are a family now. It's awesome, man. But yeah, PNW's finest right here. Go check them out. Appreciate you guys tapping in. My homegirl, Big C, Northify Exotics. What is good, Krista? Thanks for being here. She's definitely the lady of the trap. Like, she holds it down for sure. So thank you so much, Big C, for everything that you do. You're a real one. Oh yeah, every Sunday, please do not sleep on Chris's podcast. All right, Girls Who Love Reptiles podcast every Sunday. She also doesn't miss unless somehow Dave Levison deletes the episodes. I don't want to go there. But listen, Krista, keep killing it. Keep doing your thing. Randy P. All right, we're going to end it with Randy P because this is my dog right here. Another PNW legend, dude. There's some sick-ass heavy hitters up in that demographic of the country. Nick, the guy I'm having on tonight, friends with Ryan Young. Not going to lie, I kind of what pulled him on this fucking Thursday night. You guys know Thursday nights, it's not really easy to just kind of just jump into the Thursday nights. Biggest night of the week. But goddamn, man, this dude got it going on, all right? Yeah, listen, I also, his girlfriend being somebody who works with MorphMarket also was a huge connection because she was the one that told me, hey, you should check out my man. When girls tell me to do that, I'm not going to go do that. I'm sorry. But I had no choice because I fuck with Tracy and I was like, okay, this dude is cool. And then I just started seeing the species he was posting. I was like, God damn, what number of species is this? And mind you, I'm paying attention. So I'm like, fuck, dude, this guy is legit. And then I find out he's homies with Ryan because Ryan's like, I got my buddy Nick coming over to help me with the rats. I'm like, Nick who? And then I was like, oh shit, I connected the dots. And then I find out like comments like this, Baby Goat is about to hop on. So he's saying this is like Ryan Young's like baby goats, like the little brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he's bigger than Ryan. But I don't know. Listen, we'll talk about it tonight. I'm just excited, okay? Because you know me, man. I like all reptile species. I really do. And if you're somebody in the game who has it dialed in where you could breed multiple species, dude, I want to talk to you, okay? Because that's not easy to do. You got to fucking you're just things you just can't miss with certain species. Ball pythons, set it and forget it. You don't need to do much. That's there. We all know that. But ring pythons, just off the top of my head, dude, there's a lot of other cool species that this guy has locked in. So we're in for a treat, man. And listen, we're gonna get to tonight's sponsors, and we're gonna bring them on in. And like I already mentioned, guys, Southeast Reptile Expo, please go check them out. Bob Boo, thank you so much. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by the Reptile Super Show happening in Anaheim, California, in August. No, September. I'm so sorry. I believe it's September. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let me get this real quick. So September 13th and 14th. Yes, at Anaheim Convention Center. All right. I will be there for sure. So please go check it out. Reptile Super Show, biggest show in the country. This is a big dog show right here for sure. And I cannot wait to pull up and see who's there. Amazing vendors, amazing animals. Selection is definitely diverse and lots of other really cool stuff there. So thank you so much, Rami and the entire Reptile Super Show family. You guys are all doing great things. Shout out to RGI, the homie Ben. If you got that ball python shed, best believe, turn it in to the best right here. RGI, Red Genetic Inc. Find the link in the description below. Turn your sheds in. Do not waste any time. Find out the truth through RGI. Thank you so much, Ben and Sean over at RGI. And guys, let's get straight to it. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get the likes up right now because it's that time. Do what you got to do to get your mind right. Do what you got to do to stay hydrated for episode 669. Trap Talk with Nick from Big Borg Reptiles. Coming at you right now. Let's go. Choo!
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with crop. God, love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it.
And we are live, episode 669. What's up, Nick? Welcome to Trap Talk, buddy.
What's going on, man? That was an introduction.
Oh, yeah? Dude, I meant every word.
Well, you know, it's funny. Randy's on here. Randy's Pack Northwest. Jeff and Kendra, Puget Sound Pythons, they're Pack Northwest. Nick Mutton's up here. Ryan Young's up here. We got a bunch of people up here. So
I've been saying it. Okay, I honestly, dude, I've known for a while there's been heat from P&W, like,
yeah,
and mainly just Ryan alone, right? Like, you guys fucking could all be under a rock, and Ryan is all you need to be like, holy shit. But dude, there's way more than just Ryan up there. And motherfuckers who are killing it, like Randy, yourself, dude, for sure. I mean, listen, dude, we got a lot to talk about because you've been kind of like under a rock yourself. I don't know where the fuck you came from, dude. Like, I really don't, because it doesn't seem like the stuff you work with is something I mean, I know for a fact you don't learn that shit overnight. Like, you got to really work with the stuff and like study it. Like, you know, I think that's why what makes Ryan Young so successful is like, he's been all about this for years, like, you know, years since he was a kid, you know? So it after obsessing over something after a while, the dots start to connect, like kind of with me and the Chondros. Like, I've been eating shit for about going on 8 years now. And then finally, like, okay, I see it. And I feel like, you know, that's what you've been doing, but I just never heard of you until like, you know, this year, you know?
Well, the funny thing is, like, when I was pretty early on, because I started breeding in 2012, just doing ball pythons. Okay. But some random dude who lived in Florida reached out to me, and he had this huge collection with, dude, like every species you can think of. He had white lips, he had ring pythons, he had boas, he had indigos, like all the cool stuff, all the expensive stuff. And he's like, hey, I need someone to manage my collection for me. Can you come down here? And at the time I was working in some warehouse. I was like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, sure. Like, he's offering to give me a place to live. He's like, yeah, just run the collection, make money. Like, cool. Sounds like a good deal. So pretty early on, I had an opportunity where I was just kind of exposed to all of these things that a lot of people kind of dream of. And I didn't have to make any investment to do that. So, yeah, the guy was an asshole. It didn't last very long, but in the time, I did get a lot of experience in it, and that's where I got really cued into some of these things, like the ringed pythons. I just fell in love with them. And wow,
okay, that's interesting, dude. Isn't it crazy what this hobby could do for you, bro? Like, let's think about it. Like, you probably were involved, obviously, right? Like, were you like in forums or like, because back then it wasn't really much social media. So like, how are you like even connecting with a guy in Florida? Like,
I was on Fauna a lot. Like, I was actually posting on Fauna all the time. Like, I was way too obnoxious for what I was doing. Like, I had a few ball pythons. And I was really proud of myself. You know, like I thought I knew everything, like everyone when they start. Yeah. And so I was on those forums, always talking about things like I had any idea, which I didn't. But so that's how he found me. He just saw me. He saw I was. Because I did have some nice, like, I was doing good business. I had nice, decent animals, ball python wise, and he just needed someone basically. And I was the one person who's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. But,
you know, like, it's funny you say that because, like, dude, my normal personality, like, if I get good at something, I definitely get cocky. Like, that's just how I am. Like, and I also feel like I'm a lot better than what I am. But not with snakes, dude. Because, like, for whatever reason, like, I knew ball pythons was too easy. Like, because I know I wasn't that dialed in, but I was still getting clutches, and I was getting no like slugs. Like I was getting really straightforward, fucking awesome results. So, and I was like, this is too easy. So I just wanted more of a challenge. And that's when people were telling me to stay away from green tree pythons because like the disaster. And I'm like, okay, that's what I want then. I was like, if that's what everyone's running away from and it's a green tree python, like I'll figure it out. But I got humbled, dude. I got humbled so quickly, but it made me want more. But it also kept me scared. Like it kept me like I'm just a noob and I don't know what, and I still don't know what the fuck. I always say no matter where you're at, bro, unless you're Ryan or Nick or some shit, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's a fact. Like you need to be so many like years of being locked in to kind of really even say you know what you're doing. But even to today, Ryan Young still is stumped with certain things. Like
oh yeah, for sure.
It's never ending. You know what I mean? But dude, that's why I'm like, I'm so glad that finally happened to me because, bro, one of the biggest things, and you know, you just said it, is like motherfuckers come in here, make a little bit of money off ball pythons, and they think it's that easy everywhere else. Like they think, but right now, is it easy with ball pythons? No, it sure isn't. Motherfuckers cannot sell fucking period. It sucks. It's sad. I don't want to say like I'm saying like I'm proud of that. I'm not. It's a tough time right now. But
okay.
Dude, go ahead.
To be fair, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think people are making the wrong things. I like that's personally like yeah, no, people went really hard into the breeder animals. Everyone's making the same breeding. They're all doing triple recessives. They're all doing like the only people complaining about the market are breeders, and then all these people are making animals that only cater to breeders. So what do you think is going to happen with your sales? Like those people aren't buying. Why are you catering to them? So I've been really hard in the pet market, just really nice looking stuff that's not that expensive. Freeway combos, pied combos. Like I'm not pricing them crazy, and I'm just blowing stuff out. Like I'm selling stuff like crazy. So when people say the ball python market's bad, it weirds me out. I don't know what they're there's a few things they're doing that I think are screwing them over. But I mean half these people that are complaining about the market being bad aren't even advertising. I don't even know what they have for sale. Like of course you aren't selling anything. You never post anything. Like I don't even know what you have.
But let's be real. Are these people even breeding anything?
That's the other question, right? Like, are they even producing? I've seen so many people like, oh, I'm holding off this year because it's such a bad market. It's like, well, how do you know it's a bad market if you're not even in it? Yeah. Like, why are you telling me it's bad when you haven't even participated?
So, like, okay, if we were to individually talk to everyone who's actually selling right now, they're gonna agree with everything you're saying right now. But on the mass side of things, that's not the case. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, there's too many people not working with the right shit. There's too many fucking pipe dreamers out there who were too lazy to figure out what other stuff was else out there where they just all started fucking going down the goddamn train. Everyone, oh, let me hop on that since it's that easy. But that's what happens when you don't use your own brain in the ball python game. You get put in a position where you have nice stuff, but guess what? So does the other 2,000 people next to you. You know what I mean?
When you're making the exact same projects, when everyone focuses on the exact same projects, what do you think happens when all of you start producing at the same time? Like, of course, things, but then they're just so, you nailed it on that. Like, it's this pipe dream. They had this dream that they're going to become millionaires. And the minute that it becomes a little bit of work, like you actually have to advertise now. In COVID, you didn't have to advertise. You just had to have an animal. It didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter if it was good. It didn't matter if it looked cool. As long as it existed, you could sell it. And you didn't even have to try. You just had to put it somewhere and it would sell. And now you have to make things that look nice. You have to put in a little bit of work advertising. You have to put in a little bit of effort, a little bit of thought. And that's too much for most people. And so there's like, I don't know what, the market. Like, no, it's just like put in a tiny little bit of effort. That's it. Yeah. That's all you got to do.
And just like what you need it, like, and also too, Nick, man, like I'm glad you brought that up, that, you know, you're focusing on stuff that no matter where you're pricing it at, because I'm sure what you price your stuff is what the market value is, and it still has no issue selling because it's great. It's a great table snake. Okay, it's nothing like over the top. It's just a beautiful product. Like you look at it, you're like, oh my god, that's appealing. That's what I want.
I don't have to convince someone that they should buy it. They look at it and they're like, oh, this is beautiful. This is what I want. Exactly. I don't have to sell them on the idea that if they buy this, they're going to get rich. Like, no, they're just like, oh, that's a pretty snake. I want that.
There's few people out there, and one of them being in the chats, my boy Emilio, who could have 60, 70, 80 clutches a year. And I'm not scared for this guy because he vends like a motherfucker, and he has the eye to make the type of shit that he knows that people want. The exact same shit that you're talking about that you make, dude. And guess what? There's always a certain time of year where he's all sold out. And he knows how to fucking play the game, dude. And dude, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's all about what you're making. And the biggest struggle, whoever is struggling in the ball python game, just they're not making the right shit. And that's okay. Like if you have, here's the thing, if you have nice stuff, you have nice stuff, but just think harder. Like don't go into the next year with the fucking nonchalant attitude with your product. You better be thinking 4 or 5 years down the road. And that's why I tell everybody, stop trying to make shit for this year. Make shit for fucking like goddamn 4 or 5 years, however far down you can. And that's the long game is the best game with this, bro, because you will eventually hit. That's the thing. If you are aiming for the long game, in the middle of the long game, you're going to fucking hit something amazing. And you're going to be like, holy shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. There's just too many timeliners out there. Like people need a certain time where they need to make money and they need to hit a certain gene, and they're stressed about it. And that's not fun when you do that, you know?
Well, there's so many. I think a lot of people breeding right now bought in during COVID. They bought in at these super high prices. They were that when they were first selling, they were selling in a market where prices were super high. They have never seen a market outside of that other than right now. And so this to them seems like a horrible, horrible time because you have to sell snakes for $200 or $300. And that they've never seen that before. That's so abnormal. And I'm sitting here saying, this is the market I saw for years before COVID. This is how it always was.
It's reality.
So this is a normal market. Like if you're looking at this market and saying this is bad and COVID was the normal good market, like you're fucked. I'm sorry. Like you are not going to succeed because that's not. Maybe 10 years from now we'll see something like that, but I don't see that coming back anytime soon. I think that what we're seeing now, this is how it's always been.
Another thing, I'm just glad I came into this game without a lot of money. Like I didn't have much. All I knew is I wanted to escape out of my current life situation. My life wasn't too good. And I remember how much snakes made me happy, but I had hardly any money, dude. And that's why when I finally got to the point, Nick, where I could get $200, $300 for a snake, I was like, is this for reals? Like, I couldn't believe how awesome that was. But then you got people fucking crying because they have to go from 10,500 to fucking 8,000 on a project, dude. Fucking yeah, dude, you sad? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's about volume. And that's why shout to Marshall Mendez. You know who Marshall Mendez is, right? Red Mountain Herd.
Yeah, I have some snakes from him. Yeah.
He told me years ago, he's like, MJ, he's like, I'll take $300 for a snake all day, every day. Like if that's I have no issue with that. And that's stuck in my head. I'm like, dude, if you could consistently produce something that is sold $300 on an average and you're making a good amount of them, dude, what's the problem? And I'm talking about stuff that's selling, like no issue. Like it's established, it sells, gone.
Well, and Ryan and I have talked about that a lot. Like, I don't really care if my double recessive project, if I can produce them and consistently sell them for $300 to $500, I am tickled. Because we get really spoiled as reptile breeders. We get so spoiled when we look at a snake that's $1,000, $1,500. That's, like that's a good snake, whatever. But to an average person, to somebody that's working a 40-hour-a-week job, just a normal job, to spend think about a normal person spending $1,000 on a snake. That's a lot of money. Like that is a ton of money for a normal person. Like that's not a minor decision that you're making. So for us as breeders to sit here and be shocked that every person isn't dropping $1,000. I'm super happy. Like anytime someone buys from me, I'm so thankful like that they decided to spend their hard-earned money like buying this snake and because that's not a minor decision for them.
Dude, but some of these fools made so much money where like it became like monopoly money. Like it wasn't even real. Like 10K here, 20K. I see this shit being spent at shows, and I'm just like, wow. Like that's even today. No matter how much money I made, I won't spend money like that. Nope, you'll never catch me. I love the Bob Voos and the big ballers from Europe that come. Like, dude, you guys are badass, but I'm not that guy. No thank you. Go do your thing. But bro, but other people who aren't really cut from that cloth are spending and making that kind of money. They don't realize there could be a moment where it's not going to be like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And can you survive? Like, are you able to hang when there is no 30, 20K purchases happening? Even if you got the right shit, it's happening. Like, I think it was Tinley in March. Motherfuckers, dude, I saw so much money being spent, and that made me feel happy because I'm like, all right, there's nothing wrong with the market. Like, the people who are really doing it are having a good time, and that's what matters, right?
Yeah, no, I think if you're actually putting in the effort and you're actually following your own path and making things that you think are nice and that other people think are nice, this market has been fantastic, honestly. Like I will say in 2023, I think it was mid 2023, where there was an actual dead spot where I was genuinely concerned because I couldn't even wholesale anything. Like I couldn't even find anyone to buy stuff for nothing. Like no one would even take anything. I was just like, dude, this is terrifying. And then it moved over.
Everybody had to go back to work. Like that's when like the real life settled back in around that time, I think.
Yeah. But this is like, I keep telling people because they just can't get over the COVID prices. They can't accept it. And I just keep saying it wasn't real. You have to get it through your head that time period wasn't real, and it's not going to be like that again.
And the ones who can't understand that it wasn't real are leaving.
Yeah, well, or they've gotten out of their ball pythons because now they realize it's not a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were, oh, now I have to do a little bit. I have to do a little bit of work. Like, whoops, I better stop. I better go do something else. I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to make money.
Yeah. So. You know, listen, since we're on the topic of like, you know, okay, if we really look at the grand scheme of who's complaining, like who is complaining? Like, who are these individuals and what are they actually doing in the hobby? If you really inspect and look thoroughly through these people, they're not producing, they're not breeding, they haven't posted a fucking snake since 2021. But guess what? Somehow they don't have a life and they just like to stick around and be fucking nags, dude. Yeah. And there's a bunch of nags. I mean, dude, some of them have stuck around since 2015, have not had any snakes, and they have a podcast trying to say I could give advice on ball pythons even though I fucking was a failure. Like, dude, you have people who try to brag about what they've done in the past, but they have no receipts. Like, dude, you did something? Show me. Oh, or how about this? How about somebody speak on your behalf and say, yeah, this guy did breed this, and that? Because we all have stuff from the past, historical stuff that people talk about. Where's some of these people's fucking history? Like, okay, you've been around, you like to brag, you want to shit on other things, but what's your real fucking resume in this hobby? I bet you it's not that pretty. All it is a podcast. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me, bro. And that's why, you know, go ahead.
No, you're good. I like you see these people too, and it's like, oh, I've been breeding for 15 years. I've been breeding for 20 years. Like, boy, you have a pretty shitty collection for doing it that long. I hate to break it to you. Like, you probably shouldn't be making normal clowns at this point. You know, like you probably should have upgraded a little bit somewhere if you're good at this.
But listen, if you're making something, I give you more props than making nothing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or not even having a reptile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the number of people with Patreons, you know, they have Patreons, but they're producing, you know, 8 clutch or 2 clutches a year. It's like, oh yeah, no, you should definitely be giving people advice.
That topic, I mean, man, I got to tell you, bro, people are not ignoring that fucking goddamn fly. People are not ignoring that goddamn situation happening where these Patreon accounts are popping up with these motherfuckers who just got their first clutch.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, like, what value do you have?
Who are you to give?
Like, where did you have the goal to wake up and say, I could teach people how to do this?
That's the thing. Like, I've been cocky in the past, but I was never that cocky. I never felt like I was so smart. I could advise people and have them pay me for my advice from my 1 year of having bred snakes.
I think everyone, listen, I know there's friendly people out there and I get it. Why do you guys think I'm so not friendly? Because I'm not here to make friends, dude. No offense. I love the community, but I'm not here because I need friends. I don't. I'm busy. I got a lot going on. I'm in the reptile game, dude. Like, this isn't a fucking adult boys and girls club. This is a reptile hobby. And I know there's some people in here that are more on the spectator side of things, and that's fine. Go be friends, but don't try to talk on a market or a business standpoint when you're not involved when it comes to that. You're not making any money. You're not producing anything. So why are you talking?
Look, I have accidentally made quite a few good friends, but that was like you're saying, there's people that they join it solely for just to be able to talk to people and feel like they're, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me, but don't act like you know everything. Don't act like somehow you're knowledgeable.
Don't start a Patreon because you're fucking bored with your life, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because what it is, there are people who just, do you know this, how the amount of new people come in is still bigger than ever. Like, we still have new people coming in, and it's easy to literally persuade someone and waste their goddamn time, because people will meet someone right off the riff and be like, well, this is a nice guy. I mean, why would he mislead me? He seems nice. Right. And they don't even bother looking to see who else is out there, and they're just being misled by someone who has no fucking clue what the fuck they're talking about. And next, you know, 2-3 years goes around, and they're like, God damn, what the fuck was I doing? Like, What a way. And mind you, dude, I've been in that position. I got lied to the first year into this, Nick. I'll never forget, man. Shout out to Miguel Garcia and Chris Cercery, Ball Pythons 101. Those were the first dudes who really took me in and told me, like, yeah, like snakes actually do stop eating after ovulation. Like they were like telling me things that I didn't know because I was being kind of getting taught a rabbit hole and almost getting made fun of in a sense because I was just a noob asking questions. But God, almost a whole year like of not knowing, you know? And so, and right now, bro, with people having Patreon and podcasts and shit like that, and they're able to like fucking sticker swap and make themselves look cool, like that's conniving, bro. Like honestly, that's faking it. There's so many people faking it right now, bro. Like the faking it thing is it's a scene in the reptile hobby. Faking it, it's terrible.
Yeah, I think it's been, you know, from what I've talked to Ryan, it's been like that forever. I think it's just with social media, it's gotten a lot easier. Yeah. Just in general, I mean, most things you see on social media aren't real. Just people posting their lives. It's not their real life. They're just showing you what they want you to see. And they'll do that with reptiles too. They're showing you, they're making it look like they're these big successful people. And I think a lot of them really aren't. But this whole thing with Patreons, there's people right now who are like our new keepers, and they're genuinely struggling to figure out how to make this work, how to be successful. And they're paying for Patreons from people who have only ever bred during COVID and have no idea how to navigate this market. And it's like, why are you paying this person for advice about something they don't know, dude? They just don't know. And there's nothing against them. They just don't. They haven't ever experienced anything.
You know, it's funny, bro. You probably pull one of these new Patreon accounts and look up their MorphMarket. Been a member since 2018. One review.
Yeah, no, it's wild. It is like I can't help people help themselves, right? Like if they want to pay for it, good for them. Good for the guy selling it to them. You know, I always say, like, do you want advice about breeding from a salesman, or do you want advice about breeding from a breeder? Because that's what I ask. Do I really want someone who's a good talker, or do I want someone who has like you said, receipts?
Yeah, right. So, the proof, right? And that's what's crazy is like, I love the excitement. You know, like people ask me like, MJ, how'd you get to where you're at? Like, just post your animals, dude. That's it. Yeah. Like, post your work. Like I got, you know, I'm sure you already know how some people think of me. They don't like me, but guess what? You can't talk shit about my animals. Say that much. Say all you want about me, dude. Guess what? I'm not going nowhere, dude. And I got one of the sickest collections in the country, dude. Like, what are you gonna do about it, dude? Nothing. Because I'm here for the animals. Like, and dude, the people, I don't want to make it seem like I don't appreciate the people. Because like I said, man, meeting Tracy, meeting Darian, meeting you, there's so many and then my tight group of friends like Marshall, Gary, Bill, like I have a group of fucking just gangster motherfuckers, and Ryan Young's a part of that group, dude. Like I got really close friends, man, that just take care of me. We take care of each other, dude, and it's been the funnest time ever, bro. The people are everything in this hobby, but you just got to choose wisely. You got
no. I have been very fortunate the last couple of years, the last few years, the people that I've surrounded myself with. I was hanging out with Nick Mutton a lot. He's the guy who convinced me.
I love Nick. Dude, that's my type of people. Like the way he is, like I grew up with dickheads like that, bro. Like, he's like pricks. Like that's who I grew up. That's kind of how I was groomed. I'm like that because of people like Nick. I had big homies that treated me just like Nick Mutton treats a lot of you motherfuckers.
He gave me this whole spiel because we went to a show together and I got so drunk I couldn't do the show. Like I was so hungover I couldn't do it. And he spent 4 hours driving back from that show telling me, dude, you need to get your life together. You have all the skills to be successful and you're fucking yourself. You're doing everything to sabotage yourself. Just lay it into me, completely let me have it. And like because of him, I was like, wow, I really do need to get my life together. I need to get myself straight. And now, you know, I have people like him that are supporting me. Ryan Young is one of the biggest supporters I've ever had in my life. He's the most encouraging person. Every time I'm questioning, like the ring pythons is like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to breed these. He's like, nah, they're easy. Don't worry about it. You got it. The Dunn's pythons, there's like 5 people who've bred them. I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm a little bit. He's like, they're easy. You got it. I was just like, okay. And it's all I need. I just need. And Tracy too. Tracy's so supportive. Like anything I want to do, she's like, I believe in you. You can do it. And so having people like that, where there's no, and you know they don't doubt you. They just support you. They're like, no, you can do it. You got it. Don't worry about it. And it's like, okay, you're right. I can do it. And I think it really does matter when you have people like that around you, not just faking, but actually being supportive
And honestly, like it makes sense why, Nick, like you're not somebody who's been on my radar, because you don't give a fuck about like being on a radar. Like, and that's a thing. Like, and I respect that, because the only reason why I'm even talking about this shit, because I have a podcast and I happen to make a career out of it. So I have to talk about it. But if I didn't have this shit, dude, what a waste of time this would be. Like, really, like there's so much cooler shit that I could really focus on if it wasn't having to be about, like, I guess a media outlet, which I kind of am. Like, but honestly, like, this stuff has to be talked about, bro. Like, nobody really addresses the fakeness happening in this hobby. The whole, like, okay, let's talk about, we were talking about the fucking Patreon groups, right? That are creating out of fucking mist air. What about the people who are really coming after MorphMarket? Like, let's look at these individuals, okay? The same people. The same fucking people that don't breed, the same people who don't make a fucking dime, the same people who have one MorphMarket review because they can't sell on MorphMarket. These motherfuckers are the only ones who had an issue with the whole MorphMarket shipping thing, bro. Like,
well, the only thing I ever see them post available are adults. So it's like, okay, well, where are all the babies you're producing? You just have adults that you're that you bought from someone that you're now reselling, and they're always selling them for bottom dollar. Oh, I'm making a really good deal on this adult. It's like, okay, well, you know, what are you doing? But the shipping thing is funny, like, that people got so mad, because I got mad the other way. Like, when the MorphMarket shipping, so you brought up, like, Tracy, you know, Tracy's my girlfriend, we live together. She's the MorphMarket shipping account manager. Like, full disclosure, like, I am involved in some way. I still pay the same price as everybody. I don't get any breaks. I don't get any special deals.
Damn, Tracy, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to her about it, but I cannot get her to budge. But the funny thing is, like, I still ship through Ship Your Reptiles UPS because I get better rates on ground. So it is what it is. Like, I'm not biased in that sense. I'm doing what's best for my business, even though I do have ties. But the funny thing is, everyone got so mad at MorphMarket shipping. They keep saying, "Oh, they're losing money. They're losing money. They're just trying to push everyone out of business." I did the beta testing when MorphMarket shipping before it was public, and I can't say a whole lot. I can't say too much. I'm going to say what I can say, which is that when I first saw the rates, I was like, "Holy shit!" I screenshot it and I sent it. I was like, "Are these rates real? Like, is this actually what you guys are going to be charging?" And they're like, "Yeah, these are the prices. Like, this is going to revolutionize the reptile industry. This is unbelievable. Like, we've all been paying $80 to ship a package. It's going to be $40 now. This is like, I'm actually going to be able to break even on shipping. Like, how many sales did I lose when I told people how much shipping was, or how much money did I lose charging flat rate shipping for years, just losing money?" And I was just like, holy shit. And I was like, man, you guys can't be making anything. And it was in beta. And so I made the label and I went to check out and I saw what MorphMarket pays. And I wasn't supposed to see that, but let's just say they are not losing money. So
they're still making money. They're coming down that much lower than the other competitors, and they're still making money.
They're still, and not a little bit of, like, they're still making a good amount. So this is where I got fucking mad, furious, because I'm sitting here like, wait, so for years I have been just getting eaten alive by shipping, and every year they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. We have to FedEx increase the rates. You know, we're working on such low margins." And you had one of the guys, I'm not going to call out names, but one of the guys going around to breeders, "Oh, I'm opening a new company, and I really respect what you're doing, and I want to help you out, and I want to help the industry. I'm going to give you better rates, and I'm going to beat everyone by $5. You know, like, he's doing you a favor, right? Like, he's your friend. He's doing you this big favor. And
by the way, here's a fanny pack.
yeah. I'm your friend. You know, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah,
and then you find out.
Dude.
So, but I think this is why so many people want to believe. Number one, they just don't like Darian, but they want to believe he must be losing money, because the alternative is everyone else has been fucking them. Everyone that's been pretending to be their friend and pretending to give them this good deal and working with the community and being so helpful has just been bending them over. And that is a really hard pill to swallow. And that's what got me so furious. Yeah. And I'm still not over it. Like, I get they're running a business, but to pretend that they're buddies with everyone, they're really helping us all out and they're really looking out for us, and they're just making millions off of us. It's just, I ate a lot of money on shipping. Like, I personally ate those costs because otherwise I couldn't make sales.
Bro, shipping is making and breaking sales right now. Like, I'm seeing, and again, I don't think it's funny, but I also think it's funny when somebody can't even fuck. By the way, you know, maybe you should leave a reserve or start a starting bid maybe, and not have to deal with a $0 fucking auction because you have $65 flat rate shipping.
Yeah.
Dude, how about people know that you're fucking not charging the right price for shipping, dude? Like, dude,
yeah,
oh, man, it's
it's transparent. Like, that's the other thing, is it's actually, for the first time ever, it's transparent what the cost is. Like, everybody can see what it is. It's not some game where you go and you fondle somebody and they give you better rates. You go and you tell them how great they are and you get better rates than everybody else and you feel like you're special. Everybody knows what they're getting. Like, it's transparent. Like, it's not a game anymore. It's a business. So that's where I'm like, okay, this is how it should have been. For whatever negative things I've had to say about Darian, whatever issues I've had with him, this shipping thing completely this has made my business so much more successful. Like, I cannot fault him in any way.
Well, think about on a whole, like, okay, like, bro, like, think about what this has done to sales in general. Bro, I don't even charge shipping anymore. Why do I have to? I don't need.
Yeah.
Fuck here, take it. I don't give a shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, but mind you, a lot of people are taking advantage of that, and I don't know how that's a bad thing, bro. I never knew why that was a bad thing in the narratives. It's mainly the narratives, right? And people are getting paid by other people to push these narratives.
Yeah,
like,
sponsored to talk shit and pretend that this is.
A lot of this stuff's going to come to the forefront too. We can't give details, but there's so much info out there of some of this shit created to fucking take Darian down. It's like a goddamn Netflix documentary, dude. You guys, hope you guys are fucking ready, just so you guys know. But also, like, I knew it from day one, dude. All because of the whole Ship Your Reptiles fucking branching company, whatever the fuck, and how they handled it, and how they tried taking out Ship Your Reptiles brutally, like getting in Chad's personal life and like trying to like, dude, just some nasty moves from that fucking that company, okay, which tries to play like the goody tissue part, and that's fucking horseshit, dude. Dirty fucking moves, and guess what? What comes around goes around.
It's coming.
Yeah.
No, I know about some stuff too, and I'm just like, I'm just waiting for it to come.
I can't fucking wait, dude. And you know what? The hate for MorphMarket has been very minimal lately. It has. It's you don't see much of it. You'll see one or two fucking complaints, which is like, what is this really a complaint about? But dude, it's where they at. Where are you guys at? Where are you at?
No, I will say I still see a lot of people complaining about auctions and blaming auctions. And I personally feel like the auction market doesn't even affect me. Like, it's a completely separate thing. Like, people that are buying animals in auctions, they're not looking for something specific. They're just going on, seeing what's in there that they want to buy that they can get cheap. And that's not a customer that I'm anticipating is going to buy from me anyway. So I feel like there's this huge push that auctions are destroying the market. I find, if anything, they're helping remove animals from the market that otherwise would just be sitting there, priced way too high, and they'd never move. And then you'd have everyone complaining there's 50,000 ball pythons, and it would have a negative effect anyway. At least they're moving out and selling.
I think I've usually had auctions that like blew my expectations out of the water, and then I've had auctions where I'm like, wow, that's kind of sad, but at the end of the day,
it happens.
I go to auctions because I want these snakes to find a home. That's all I want. And most of the snakes I sell nowadays, bro, I just want them to have a good home. Like, I don't I produced it. Let me have someone who's interested. And auctions, for the most part, not all the time, you're going to get what that snake's actually valued at in this day and age right now. Like, for the most part, on average.
I think it depends.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. Like, if you happen to post it at a time where people don't have money or the wrong people don't, all it takes is two people that really want it to make the price go up significantly. Versus if maybe one of those people just doesn't happen to log on or gets busy and forgets, that price never goes up. So I really think it's very dependent. But I'm the same way. Like, I think auctions are a great tool. If I have an adult that I just want to find a good home. Like, I'm not going to breed it. It's not really worth that much, but I can't keep it. Auctions are great. Auctions are perfect for that, because someone that wants it, they see it, they're like, oh, that's pretty. They can get it very, affordable price. Like, that works for me. Yeah, and sometimes you're right. Sometimes the animals in auctions go nuts. So,
I mean, I would tell you what does good on a fucking auction is a goddamn good shoat snake. Like, a good, beautiful snake will always be decent on an auction. If you have a spot nose quad het, you're going to get $50 for that. Nobody gives a fuck.
Every time you're going to get $50.
Yeah, on the auction, nobody gives a fuck about that head shit.
Yep.
They want the visual, cool looking stuff, and that's what sells.
Yep.
So people have these high expectations of like, let me unload all my hets that look like fucking normal shit to fucking on auctions, bro. It's not good luck.
But that's
a lot of people
stuff's not going to sell anything.
It's not selling, dude. What's crazy is you got people with networks out there. Okay, they're getting $0 at the end of the auction. Wow,
that's because
reality check. Reality check.
Everybody's making those though. Everyone at the same time said, "I'm going to focus. I'm going to make all triple heads. I'm going to make all quad heads." So okay, who's buying them though? You're all making them. Who is your market? How many people do you honestly think are buying triple and quad heads that this many people can produce them and expect to sell?
Hey,
them?
Nick, what do you think I'm doing with my 100% triple and quad heads? Keeping
them, yeah.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's it. That's what they're for. Yeah, they're for breeding.
Dumb. You're supposed to. If that's a female, dude, just wait 2-3 years and put a sick ass male. Game over. But guess what? No, people don't have that kind. It's like, I need to get money. I need money.
Yep.
I need $100 with $65 shipping. Dude, fuck, dude. But that's what I'm saying. That's what separates so many people who are in this now versus who are getting out. They can't afford it. They can't afford to sit on stuff. They can't afford to hold stuff back. They can't afford not to sell a snake. Yeah. And I'm okay if I can't sell a snake. Not a lot of people are okay out there if they can't sell a snake.
When I started, I was in that boat, dude. I hit everything on credit cards. I was massively in debt. That's why I disappeared. I used to be really active on social media 8 years ago. I wanted everyone to know who I was. I was on Facebook all the time posting. I was all the time getting into arguments. I was in all the groups, always talking, always making sure I was heard. And then like, I just had to dip out. Like it was
too much.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't good for you either. Like you probably knew like you were turning into a monster probably. Like
no, it was horrible. It was mentally it was affecting me a lot. Like I just had to be gone and just take some time to chill out and
self-reflect. Like holy shit, like what am I really doing here? Yeah. Which dude, again, like God, getting into this debt right off the bat, like why? Like you can't afford it, don't buy it. Like don't go fucking borrow the money or go find a partner or go get a bank loan. Like why, dude? Stay in your means, and that's the thing. People are so like, wow, look what that guy just bought. Motherfucker, you don't know what he did for that money. Yeah. You don't know what he does for work. You don't know his degree or like, bro, why are you trying to compare what you're buying to what that guy's buying? Stay in your fucking lane when it comes to purchasing. Don't over purchase. But
when most of these,
that, bro, is crazy to me. But
the guys that are making a lot of money selling snakes, they didn't start 2 years ago. They've been doing it for 20, 25 years.
Years, bro. Yeah.
They've been building up a facility. They've had the infrastructure in place. They didn't just put it on a credit card 5 years ago and now they're rich. Like they put a lot of work in to get where they are. So you can't just put all this on debt. Like you can't survive that way. And inevitably you're going to put yourself in a situation where you have to sell animals you shouldn't be selling. And then of course you're not going to get what you want. You don't have the mental fortitude to see it through, to advertise it the way you need to. You just can't make it work. You can't make it work.
And also too, man, like let's just say you do have the coolest shit. We don't know what the future really has in store for all this. And I hate to be all like, oh, the law, but like, dude, like what if what if all this shit cannot be sold? Now what? And I think of that and think, well, fuck it. I still want this. I would never get rid of this if I couldn't sell it. Like, and I would just go El Chapo with it. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, bro, this is for my life. Like, and that's why I'm like, dude, don't if you want racks and racks and racks of ball pythons, but you don't really fucking like you don't fucking want to die for it, then don't get it. Because what if shit hits the fan, bro? What are you gonna do, bro? If you can't fucking take care of it, you can't afford to take. Like, dude, I'm just saying, shit gets heavy out there. Like, you better.
But this is even the like pet stuff, that people would consider low end. Like I'm making freeway and ivory combos. Like, dude, I love that stuff. When I hatch this stuff, I'm just so blown away. I sit there and stare at them, and it's like they're $200, they're $150, but I just think they're the most beautiful thing in the world. So it's like it's hard for me when people are really fixated that just they're really just trying to, this is their way, they're going to get rich, they're going to make money. And it's like, dude, this is, if you actually want it, you need to work, and you might not make money. I hate to say it, a lot of people, I would say the vast majority of people that get into this do not make money. I very firmly believe that they never will. It just is what it is.
That's a heavy truth right there.
It's going to be a burden on you. It's gonna put you in financial burden. It did it to me for a long time.
Yeah.
So
and like, I don't know, man, like, dude, I come from a, like, I'm not, and I don't mean to say this arrogantly, but I just come from a winning background. Like being good at something competitively is something I'm here for. And when it comes to the Reptile game, Ryan Young, Marshall, Gary, Bill, Socrates, like I legit look up to these guys like they're WWF superstars from when I was in the 90s. And I want to fucking be that tapped into the game like how I looked at these guys. That's why I'm here. Not everyone's here for that type of reason, bro. Like it's not about the keeping and breeding for the majority of the people in the hobby. And again, that's cool. Like either living circumstances or money, I get it. But like, holy shit, that's not what I'm here for, dude. Like I'm so locked in, and that's why I am the way I am sometimes, because I'm just not here to chit chat about fucking the water guy hitting on your wife, dude. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like I know, like if it ain't about the snakes or podcast or something that pays the bills, dude, I join the Patreon. What do you want from me? I don't know what to say to you. You know what I mean?
Somebody asked me, they're like, oh, you know, how did you breed all these things? And I jokingly said, but it's not really a joke, it's a spite. Dude, I want to prove to everybody, like I can breed all this stuff. I'm gonna crush it. Like I have this huge drive. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna show people I can do this. And it just started off like I have now, it's like you're talking about Ryan, I'm looking at him breeding all this stuff, and I'm like, you know, I'm only about halfway there, but as long as I'm down this road, why not? Why not chase him a little bit? I'm not close yet, but maybe one day, maybe if I keep crushing it.
And so, honestly, Nick, like I had that dream that you're literally pursuing right now. Like I had over 16 species at one point. I had Pop One, dude. I had it all. And Ryan, Stephen Cush, like these guys were influences to me to keep going. But it's so heavy, dude. Like oh my god,
no one's gonna catch Ryan.
Dude, no, I'm just saying, but when you have fucking like. When you have like 5.3 barneck python scrub pythons that are all adults now, and then a pair of pop ones that just want to eat everything, and like bro, your workflow gets super heavier and heavier as they're growing. And then when it came down to breed, mind you, keeping them and raising them, that was so much fun. But when I was like, damn, it's time to pair now, that's when I was like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. And it was a lot. It was so much to take in. And I knew I wasn't going to be good at it. I could tell right then and there. I was like, I'm not going to be good at all this, dude. Like, I need to find out what it is that fucking really gets me out of bed. And the shit that I'm maybe terrified of, you should probably just let go of.
Well, I'll say, like, if all I had was 100 ball pythons, it would be really easy to just go through and breed them. But trying to breed at the same time 10 different species, 15, 20, it is a fucking lot. Like, it is so hard to keep track of all the different, because they're all fairly similar, but they are all a little bit different.
We're talking success. Like, we're not talking we're not just talking like pair. We're talking like you're getting fucking.
You actually get them. Yeah, you get them all to go.
Right.
It's hard.
A lot of people are like, oh, I paired this year. That's cool. Everyone could fucking pair.
Right. But it's you put them together. Great.
Yeah, because like one thing I love about chondros is motherfuckers are like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to pair my female this time of year. Okay, let me know how that goes. Like, males will just fucking lock anything, and guys will think, oh, but dude, if you're not pairing that fucking snake at the right time, those locks don't mean shit. Good luck. You know what I mean? But
a lock means nothing.
Right. You got to fucking pay attention, dude. And mind you, like the way I would obsess looking at the chondros and emeralds, I wasn't doing that with the scrubs. I wasn't doing that with the Papuan olives. I wasn't doing that with the fucking white lips, because those things were always wanting to eat my fucking face off. So I'm just like, I'm going to go stare at shit that doesn't hate me as much. You know what I mean?
I will say the rings were really hard for that reason, because like you can't like take them out and look at them. You can't sit there with the tub open and watch them. Because, dude, they're just they're not having a good time with you. It's just like you got to kind of like get a good quick glance and hope that you saw it right. So
I'm pretty sure Ryan was like, anytime I asked about the Papua being gravid or the white lip, he'd be like, just palpate her. Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, God. No.
Love him, Ryan.
Nope, not doing it.
Yeah, man. But dude, honestly, like it was, as much as it was sad, because dude, I had some shit like, dude, I had Moluccans. Like I had a pair of Moluccans I did not want to have to find rehome, but I just knew space wise, I can't afford shit that these guys need. Like this is the priority right now, you know. But also I'm so happy now, because now I have everything I legit want to be obsessed over and want to work with. I want to master all this shit as much as I can, because as much as I had success this year with the chondros, bro, like, well, I want to see what I do next year. Like, fuck this year. Like, dude, next year better be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I struggle with that a lot because I still have a lot of different things and I like so many different things. It's so hard for me to sit and focus and be like, okay, I just want to do these 3 species, or I just want to, even with ball pythons, I keep trying to reduce my projects and I cannot do it. I cannot cut down on what I have. Every time I cut down, I still end up with 50 females. So I just don't know how to I don't know how to do less.
Ryan's pissed. He's like, I never said palpate. So I forgot. You said do something dangerous. I can't remember, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen, well, I don't go in Ryan's room that much. I think I'm at his house every single weekend. I think I've been in his adult room maybe a dozen times.
He does an ultrasound, does he? I don't think he does.
No, fuck no, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, don't even get me on that. I swear to God. Dude, that screwed so many, so many new breeders have been screwed by people telling them to ultrasound. You're telling people not to learn how to breed. You're telling them don't do anything. Just let this machine tell you if you should pair them or not. And if it says not to pair them, just don't pair them. So don't do anything. Take a completely hands-off approach, basically, and hope that things work out. I've talked to so many people that ultrasound. They're like, oh, yeah, I only got 20%. Only 20% of my girls are building this year. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, what did you do to get them to build? Did you just ultrasound them? That was your tactic?
Yeah.
You just hoped that they went? Like that? How is that a recipe for success? I don't, dude, it drives me nuts. It's a tool. It's fine if people want to use it, but I feel like it's handicapping people, and I think it's really screwing a lot of newer breeders.
I 100,000% agree with, like, you should at least know how to eyeball things. Like use your eyes, because
just look at it,
because that means you care. Like, it means like you're really tapped into the animal, and I think that's important. But I also think it doesn't hurt to know how to use an ultrasound, but it's not something you need right off the bat. Like, you don't need to be like, oh, fuck, I need to get an ultrasound before breeding. No, you don't actually.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to ultrasound, and I don't know how to palpate. I have no clue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, I have never felt like I needed to. And I can't look at the rate. I'm getting enough babies where I'm just like, dude, I do not want more babies. I don't have enough time in the day to deal with more babies.
That's the way I see it, because I'm like, bro, like, I'm having no issues getting shit to breed. Like, and if it happens, it happens. But like for instance, like, I'm getting to the point where there's certain females that are like, dude, what's going on with you? So I kind of would want to know, but all then, like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, bro, let it be when it's meant to be. Like, I'm such a fucking, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be type of person.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, it's even hard for me to turn in my shed test with RGI, because sometimes I want to say, I know that's a fucking het and I don't give a fuck, which is stupid. Don't do that. Just go get it tested. But like, my old school fucking, like, let's just fucking find out what it is in 3 years is like, likes to take over that. Like, because
it has taken some of the fun out of it. Like, some of the excitement of, like, I'm going to prove this out in 3 years.
I love it, bro. I love it. It just feels good.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I do think shed testing is useful too, though. I'm very grateful for it. Like, it is saving a ton of time, I think, but it's helping to prove stuff out, like certain genetic combinations that we've had where, I just want to be 100% sure that that's what this is. I think it's what it is, but it confirms, what people think. So
I think the biggest thing with shed testing, it's saving people from getting fucking fraudulently taken advantage of.
Oh yeah, that too. Because that's been a thing historically.
Oh my God, you know how many fucking fake lace clowns that were being sold, and like,
this has been a thing forever.
Yeah, it has been. And mind you, some of it not intentional, but let's be real. Let's be real. What's the other half? Probably intentional, right?
No, some people they're just scamming people, like blatantly scamming people, because they know they can get away with it. They know that it would take 3, 4, 5 years before they get caught. They're going to be gone long before then.
Right.
So, yeah, there's no skin off their back. They're not planning to be in here long term. They don't care.
Yeah. So that's saving a lot of that BS, which is great. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, dude, okay, if it's something that you wanted to make sure it got tested, you better test that yourself. I don't trust people's tests. Like, I don't care who it is. I'll test it myself.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I know people have had shed tests come back incorrectly. And I think there's always the risk of human error. But, dude, I don't trust most people to accurately. Most people don't even know what dad sired a clutch. They can't remember what male they used. So why on earth would I trust that they're accurately labeling their shed and sending in? I don't know. There's just a whole side of that where you have to have multiple steps of accuracy for the test to be accurate.
I just went, man, I'm not going to say names, but I went off the other day in my own little group that I have, mainly because a person sold a snake to somebody. And that person, the person who sold the snake tested the snake for Nido, and the test came back clean, no issues. Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. That's one test. Good job. So then next thing you know, I don't know how many months, either way, longer than 7 days. I don't give a fuck. If it's longer than 7 days, that's enough for me. Okay. So there was a few weeks or however long this snake was in this person's collection, and the snake just rolls and dies. And so I'm like, dude, fucking get that snake tested. And the person who sold it was like, why would you get it tested? I already tested it before I sold it. So what the fuck's that supposed to mean? You're supposed to tell me that, you're supposed to tell me that one test you're so confident that you took that came back is you're good? Like, okay, and that's what's like another thing. Guys, newsflash, anyone out there who's saying they're Nido testing, if you don't have 3 fucking tests to show that it's negative, you did not properly Nido test that snake. So don't fucking tell me you have a Nido proven tested snake when there's only been 1 test.
Well, this is where I kind of get into.
Right, Ryan or Nick.
Say that again.
Am I right or wrong on that?
Well, so here's the thing with this testing. Do you leave your house and ever go around any other reptiles? Okay, well, now that you've gone back in your collection, now you have to I think the testing, personally, I don't think there's any point. I think if you have sick animals, yeah, you should be testing to figure out what's going on. If you don't have any issues in your collection, like, look, if you ever go to an expo and then go home and you don't fucking desanitize completely, like, if you touched a doorknob coming home from the expo, if you did anything, you've like, I don't know. I'm very weird about that sort of stuff. I feel like there is so much room for the possibility of that happening. If you aren't taking, most people I don't think are taking adequate safety measures. Like, I wear gloves, even with my babies. I'll clean my ball python babies with a set of gloves. Then I change gloves. Then I clean my Amazon tree boa babies, change gloves. Then I clean my boa constrictor babies, change gloves. Then I clean my next. Like, I go through sets of babies. Then I go through sets of adults. I don't think most people are following that level of.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, dude, if I sold that snake and I tested it and it came back and that person calls me months later and says it just died, I'm like, you will go fucking test that thing, because you better, especially if I find out you have other snakes like retics and all this other shit in your goddamn room. If you have that much going on in the same room with your chondros,
well, at that point,
let's be
at
real.
that point too, I wouldn't assume it came from me. I'd be like, that snake was fine when I had no problems. Now it rolled. Like, you have something going on would be my assumption.
And I would want my disconnection immediately from that. Like, I would want it to be like, listen, fucking, you better get it checked yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing with that is, like, you know, I don't think anyone out there should be comfortable with, like, just relying on a test, especially when that animal has not been in your possession for fucking so many weeks. Like, it's been in someone else's hands. And like you said, how do you know he has different forceps for everything? Or it's just fucking going around nonchalant, which, let's be real, bro, there's some lazy motherfuckers out there. Honestly, there's a lot of lazy motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
People who think it's not a big deal until, oh my God, my snake just died. Well,
until something happens. No, I consider the minute that person touches that animal, whatever's in their collection now is like, that's just part of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, like, I've seen people. I just watched a guy. One of the guys likes to talk shit about MorphMarket. He's opening up a box of this ball python on his table where he opens all of his packages, and this thing is half dead. And the minute I looked, I was like, dude, that thing's fucked. Like, that thing's got something wrong with it. Yeah, it's ill. And I'm just like, dude, everything in that room needs to be completely bleached at this point. And I bet he didn't. No. I bet he didn't. So now every animal that comes into there, whatever that snake had wrong with it, I'd be I wouldn't be convinced it doesn't have it now. So this is where I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't trust other people are really that careful. So the minute if somebody opens the box, they're like, the snake is great, cool, because I know it was great when it was here, but I don't know what you did after that.
So I'm saying, man, like, I have like a 7-day thing, like, you know, like, and mind you too, like, everyone should have a quarantine. Like, if you have
strict quarantine,
if you have a real exactly, not something on the other side of the room. Like, if you have
and you go and you touch it, and then you touch that, and then you feed this one, and then you go feed this one. I watched somebody, they made their YouTube video, and they had their pet snakes, and they're showing them all on this branch that they're crawling around. And they're like, yeah, and this one's the one that's in quarantine is crawling on the same branch. Like, do you not understand how this works, my dude? Like,
Join my Patreon.
yeah, right. Like, let me explain to you. Give me $20 a month, and I'll tell you how quarantine works. But yeah, I just
like your collection with Naito. I got you, dude. Man,
it's just a lot of just not really thinking things through. So
Yeah.
It's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, and like mind you, dude, it's not a thing until it happens.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why, like, even though I have never had issues, I still glove. Like you said, even between babies, the babies haven't even been anywhere. They've only ever been in my collection. But I'm just like, I don't know. It just makes me feel better mentally to know that everything is in sections, everything's cleaned in sections. Like, I just know there's no chance that anything would ever. I don't know. It's just mentally for my makes me feel better. So.
Yeah, I have it to the point where like I work something, and once I'm done working it, I never go back to it till the next. Like, and I usually start with the babies. But usually what I'll do is at night I check them twice. So I'll take a shower and then I'll come back down, and before I go to sleep, I make sure all the babies are good. That's all you have to do is kind of like streamline and fucking just like structure your goddamn way you move in your room. If you have multiple stuff, right?
Yeah.
And mind you, and I mean, if you have a well fucking dialed in room that's doing great, just stay on top of it. That's all you have to do. And don't get lazy, man. Like, god damn. Yeah. And I've been a victim of, not victim of myself. I guess if you do it to yourself, is it a victim?
I mean, kind of, yeah. You just don't have anyone else to blame is the problem.
But I've definitely, bro, have been there where I'm like, god damn it. Like, where the fuck did this? Okay, I remember when. So my first couple years, bro, because of all the shit I was adding to my room, like different species, I used to get mites. I did it when I started. I did the same thing.
Bro,
it was 2 to 3 years of dealing with mites constantly. And dude, it was fucking one of the most terrible things I've ever. I'm thankful for it now because my knowledge with it now, and this room has never seen a mite, thank God. But my old place, bro, like, you know, and that just came down to me not having a legit quarantine. I was adding way too much. And like my quarantine was probably like a week or two, and then they went right in, and like,
or you're handling stuff and then going in your room and doing stuff and just not thinking about it. And
because here's the thing that a lot of people don't know, man. Shout out to Mark Bailey. He sent me a whole research on mites, but man, mites could go dormant for like 90 days. Like you could go a whole 3 months without seeing not one mite and thinking everything's fine, and next you know they are infested. And so that's why, man, Warren Booth, he's like, dude, 13-month minimum quarantine that he has. Like he does not go any shorter or any longer. 13 months. And I would say in 13 months, you would know what the fuck's up with this snake or not.
Oh, right? You would hope so, yeah. No, I think the worst thing about mites too is, you know, obviously, you know, I mean, it's bad to begin with, but if there is a viral risk or a contaminant or consideration, now the mites have spread that virus through everything. Like they are a vector. They've just spread it through your whole collection.
I'm more scared of mites than Naito. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Mites are bad because how much they could transfer from
rack
to
rack. Move whatever there is.
Yeah, and like you said, if you got a sick snake and it has mites, and that little mite finds its way to the next rack, and then has a whole colony in that snake, bro, because they have colonies. They lay eggs as they go everywhere. It's a nightmare, bro.
I've seen a lot of people that, like, I tell them anytime someone says they have mites, I'm like, treat everything. Do not think any of them are safe. Treat every single animal, or you're gonna get spread. They're just gonna keep spreading. I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, dude. And like, man, it's crazy when, like, you know, you have somebody who they just dropped like 20K on a rack, and like they just got their room all decked out, and now 3 months later they have mites, and it's like.
But I think this is part of it is buying.
It is.
They're trying to find deals, and they're trying to get deals on stuff, and that's where you always get them from, is you get a really good price on something, and then it costs you way more than if you'd have just bought from someone who's legit.
Oh, I got a news update right here that Ryan doesn't even know yet. But the last kind of fucking maneuver I made, which wasn't something I don't do it anymore, but Ryan Young was a huge influence on it. Last Daytona, I was at the Daytona show, and we were looking at some Jayas, some locality green tree pythons at Underground Reptiles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, it wasn't really, I asked Ryan's opinion. It wasn't like he told me to go do it, but I saw one I really liked. I saw a couple, and I got Ryan. I'm like, Ryan, can you come over here? I was like, I don't have any Jaya stuff, bro. I was like, what do you think of this one? And he told me, he's like, if I were to pick one, I would pick that one right there. And I was like, sold. I'll take it. And I get it. I quarantined it for at least 6 months, man. I had, and it had little bumps on it. It came in with mites. Came in with mites, dude. Came in with mites.
Yep, of course.
Which I treated it, and then Ryan's like, "Oh, don't worry. Once it sheds the bush meat off, it's gonna look fine." And I'm like, and mind you, and then mind you, it did. It shed. It looked good, and then next thing you know, after a few meals, it started shitting out like parasites. Like it started like
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and I'm like, God damn, this thing's gutted with parasites, and so I treated it, gave it some time, and I just put it in the freezer not too long ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Didn't make it. Yeah, it just
oh man.
Yeah, I even got it out of quarantine, but it just there was something inside of it eating it from alive. I could tell because it went from like looking great to like almost getting like eating like almost sucked in, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? And so, mind you, I never brought it on this side or anything. I always knew it was kind of like a special thing, and I just finally made a decision, dude. I was like, yeah, you know what, you do not look good, and I already know where this is headed, dude. See you later. And
I mean,
I'm sorry, buddy. I tried, dude.
I've seen a lot of wild caught animals that do really, really well, and I've seen a lot that they just crash, and it just is what it is. And I think a lot of times there's just nothing you can do about it. Like it's too far gone. It's gone through too much. It's gotten too stressed out. Like you're just taking a gamble with it. So
yeah, I have 16 chondro females on this wall. Guess how many out of the 16 are imported adult females?
That were imported as adults?
No, that are imported as baby. Like they're imports. Like basically, how many out of the 16 on this wall do you think are imports?
I don't know your style, but most people, I would say they probably all are. 12
out of the 16.
Yeah.
And so, dude, and like, mind you, man, like my freezer has a bunch of other stuff too. Like, like it wasn't all like what it was, but I did get lucky with some of the stuff. But I have enough where I'm good, dude. Like I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a Daytona high. I don't know. It was my first Daytona.
Or it's just a beautiful example.
And it was beautiful. And I had no Jaya stuff, man. And so no regrets, dude. I already knew like you're gambling. You're going to throw this $500 away more than likely. And that's what happened. It is what it is.
To be fair though, like all of the captive animals we have now they came from wild caught animals at some point. Somebody took a risk, like it worked out, and now we have the captive examples, but that wasn't always the case. Like you have to start with wild caught with a lot of these species, and especially some of the nicest examples we have are from wild caught stock.
And that's true, man.
It's just how it is.
And
that's how we get to where we are. So,
and we still don't know that next insane wild caught that is going to be posted from fucking Indonesia or some fucking crazy place, and that's what's nuts. It's like, God damn, like when you're really in this and you see something almost, I don't know. I stay away from it now, but you just never know, dude. I know.
I'm so tempted. Cause I bred my first Amazon tree boas last year, and I fell in love with those things. And I'm just so tempted. I just want to buy like 10 wild caught Amazon tree boas, just like normals, and just breed them and see what pops out and like track, I got reds from this one. I got banded ones from this one, and like try and track down how it works. And but I'm like, dude, I can't do it. I've got so many animals. There's no way I could set those up, quarantine and like do it the right way. But
and I'm assuming you are a locality dude like Ryan. Like that's kind of what takes gets you going. Like you're not really, you care about hybrids and shit like that. Like
I have a mutt. I have a mutt boa constrictor just because she's beautiful, and I didn't buy her. I got her like as part of a group. But yeah, everything I have is pure. I don't like crossing things. I think everyone has gone the road of crossing things. Like all the boa, like all other than that female, all the boas I have are locality pure. I've got Calker K, Crawl K, Hog Island, all the Tarahumara, like pure, legit pure stuff. So that's what I'm into.
Yeah, I love that. Respect to like all the purists out there, and what Ryan says makes fucking sense, because if you are into that locality shit, that new blood is important to you. Like, especially if you got something that is very appealing and it's different, like you want that blood in the mix. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me personally, even though I'm a little bit of both, I will say mostly on the designer stuff, but dude, I love that new blood if I could add something to it too. You know what I mean? But also, good.
It seems like a lot of the people breeding chondros really like to mix them, and Ryan can't stand it. I really like it, drives him bonkers, because he's just like, why would you take this beautiful snake, this beautiful pure thing, and mix it? I'm just like, I've seen.
Wow, yeah. He says, why would you want to take a green tree python and not make it green?
Yeah, no, he's not a fan. Like, he is straight pure, And he's rubbed out like him and Mutton both. Like they're both very much like everything.
He's like the human and elephant have more in relation to each other than the fucking goddamn Aru and Piax. Like, and I was like, he told me that once, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy smoking? And someone told me, he's like, dude, he doesn't smoke or anything. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, and then I found out, holy shit. These designers they're hybrids, they're mutts. Because like we all know Gary and his Carpondros, he hates them. But I'm like, wait a minute, like I can't hate on a Carpondro because that's kind of what the fuck I'm doing here.
Yeah,
and it was total mind blowing because I thought I was like way better than any Carpondro fucking breeder out there, but I'm not. I'm exactly that. Yeah.
Well, look at the retic market. Look at how blown out that's become.
Do not compare me to those motherfuckers, okay? Do not compare me to retic people.
It's the same thing though. You're breeding. You're taking localities and you're breeding them. You're making mutts.
I draw the line right there, dude.
All right, I'm just telling you that's what it is.
I'm just kidding.
But so no, it's hard. Like you can't even find. You can. I mean, you can now, but for a while there, it was really hard to find like a true, pure super dwarf retic. Like because everyone mixed them. Everyone mixed them.
Dude. And honestly, I was in deep into the super dwarfs because really, the guy who like mentored me at first, because at first I thought I was buying super dwarf shit, and then I met this guy and I showed him everything. And the fact I couldn't like have receipts, like I couldn't tell him who. He's like, dude, none of these are super dwarfs. And I was like, and he was completely right, dude. Everything that I thought that was SD or dwarf, it wasn't. It was all mainland shit. But then he got me put onto the locality specific reticulated pythons. And when I knew I had the real deal shit, bro, I was locked in, man. But then that market got fucked. Like, no fucking thanks to Reach Out Reptiles. Like that shit got destroyed, bro. And I was so heartbroken because, like, but mind you, too, like, I was after the money, dude. Like, the only reason why I was even wanting to work with retics, because I did like them. They were cool, but I knew how much money or the potential with the super dwarf shit.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie. And that's what I get. That serves me right, dude,
I always said, like, if you don't care ethically about what you produce and who you sell it to, that's the market to be in. Because, holy shit, dude, the number of babies that those things have in one clutch. Like, I'm blown away. Like, if you sit down and do the math, it is mind-boggling. Like, how much production you get from one animal.
42 eggs from one female, bro. 42 eggs.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like, luckily it was a split clutch with a friend of mine. But even then, dude, 22 of those whatever the fuck I kept, dude, that was crazy. And I knew right then and there, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. No, and I've bred. I actually had a mutt retic that I bred a few years. Like, and I thought they're one of my favorite snakes. They're so beautiful.
They're awesome,
so
bro.
cool. I'm so in love with them. I gave her to a friend. But I just I couldn't breed them anymore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a part of that market. I feel like that community is just, dude, I'm sorry. Most of them are just awful. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. And yeah, I felt bad. I actually saw a lot of the babies I sold to people just in the worst conditions. And I was like, dude, I saw those babies that I just thought were the most amazing babies ever, like just looking like asses. Like, dude, I can't keep making these.
Well, because dude, that's a lot of snake, dude, and people don't realize, like, okay, 1 is okay, 2's cool, but now you want to go ball python with it, and you want all like a bunch of them, and then like the other thing too, like, I don't want to keep saying names, but like other people were showing like how you could keep them in racks, and like, dude, you cannot keep these things in racks, bro. That's so fucked up. And I saw some of the motherfuckers stuffing them in there. And I'm like, dude, this
shoving them into where they're just barely packed. Like,
that is not right. Like, dude, mind you, that's the reason why I got out of the retics, because I couldn't house them how I felt like I could go to bed at night. I felt like a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, me too.
I can't believe how many people go to bed at night with fucking retics that have no faces and that are shoving, and it's like, dude, you got to be a monster to keep shit like that, bro. Like,
and I don't want to act like I'm some paragon, this pinnacle of the best set. I'm doing the best, greatest steps for every single thing. Like, I could do bigger and better for some of the things I keep, for sure. But a retic, like, I don't think the average person has any possibility of setting them up appropriate. I shouldn't say everyone. There are people that really do put in effort and work, and I really do commend those people, because I wish I could. I wish that I could keep retics, because I think they're amazing. They're
But, like,
they're
you know,
probably my favorite species I've worked with.
I wish I could keep a tiger. I wish I could keep a lion. Like, you know, like,
Right? No, exactly right.
that's kind of what a retic is, dude. It's an apex predator to where they can fuck shit up. Like,
Yeah.
people, and you know,
Yeah.
mind you, a lot of these fucking retics do get puppy tamed and they're calm.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
when you try to breed one and the male gets fucking putting holes in himself from biting each dude,
Yeah.
you see the real shit with retics when you come to breeding, dude. It's
Yep.
not for the fucking, it's not for the weaklings, I'll tell you that much, man. That's why I tip my hat to the retic breeders, like the ones, like Eric Lee, man. Shout out to Eric Lee. Like, that guy is a fucking G, man. Like, if you want to talk about someone who's really passionate behind the retics, if you want to spend money with anyone in the retic game, spend your money with Eric Lee for sure. That's the man. But either way, I'm just saying, bro, like, it takes a certain individual to work with retics, like a certain mentality. Like, I want a hard life type individual to work with retics. Not easy.
Yeah, because I really don't want to put down retic breeders in general. I think there are people that are doing it right, that are actually, they really genuinely are doing well for the animals. I know they are.
Yeah.
So,
but like that's not an easy thing to be. Like, to be a top retic keeper, you better have the money, the space, the time, the list goes on. And if you're one of those, congrats. But
it's not me. I'll tell you that. It wasn't me. I couldn't do it.
All right, I gotta ask you, Nick. Let's talk about your own stuff going on. So, how many species do you currently work with? Like, what's all in your room?
So last year I bred 13 species. This year I only did 9. I'm not good at listing off. I mean, I've got, like I said, I've got the locality boas. I got a bunch of those. I've got rings, maclots, duns, Australian water pythons.
Nice.
I bred olives this year.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, blood pythons, rainbow boas, boa constrictor, a lot of ball. I have 50 ball python females. That's kind of where I try to keep it. I don't want to have more than that.
That's still a lot. I mean, with all this other stuff you're talking about, that's a lot, bro.
It's kind of gotten to the point, like, my professional role has shifted in the last few years too, to where I'm a lot busier than I used to be, and it's gotten to, dude, yeah, it's rough. It's especially this time of year, baby season. I mean, I just set up my 172nd ball python baby. On top of, I have 20 ringed pythons. I had 12 maclots pythons. I've got the olive pythons, blood python, like all these babies that are set up. And I'm just like, dude, I get home from work and I clean and feed, and then I go to bed. And then I go to work and I get home from work and I clean and feed and I go to bed. And that's my life. And I'm just like, dude, I
hearing you talk, bro, like when I hear all the, oh my God, MJ, you got 70 chondro babies. Bitch, shut up.
Dude, but chondros are not.
Look what he's talking about. I get it, bro, but there's people out there who have a crazy fucking workload on their shoulders and they get it done. So,
yeah, but you have chondros are not an easy baby though. They're not a low, like ball python babies. I put a hopper mouse in there and I'm done. I move on. Like, you don't do that with chondros. You don't just throw a hopper in there and walk away. So I can go through 170 ball pythons. It takes me, it takes me a couple hours, but it's,
you get a meeting, bro, it's a fucking cakewalk. I'm telling you. Once they get, like, I was able to feed fucking 46 of them within like 20 minutes today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but you still got to check on them. You still got to go back. They're not a low maintenance baby.
But that's all I got, though. That's the thing. Like you're naming all this shit, bro. That's all I got. I got my chondro babies. I got 20 ball python babies. I got my 6 emerald holdbacks. Like, dude, I'm very, like, my overhead's not that big. Like, chondros are majority of my workload, but dude, it's compared to everything that you're saying and what Ryan does, dude, that's what scares me is the amount of species.
The hardest thing for me, because I don't feed live, other than when I'm getting them started, I don't feed live. I do everything frozen. Because we do rodents out at Ryan's place. He's like 40 minutes from me. So, like, I'll bring home live that I can, but I mainly feed frozen. The hardest thing is going through and being like, okay, I need 70 small mice. I need 80 medium mice. I need to thaw 6 fuzzy mice. And like counting out and doing exact quantities and waiting for them to thaw. And this size is thawed. Okay, cool. I'm going to feed this size to these 6. And I'm going to go feed this size to these 4. And this size. That's where it starts to get laborious. It's just every little thing. And the feeding's just a little bit different on all of them. The rings, you got to tease feed. The olives, you got to tease feed, but differently. The children's and spotted pythons, you got to feed a little differently. You got to hold it really slow, and then they grab it, and it's just like everything is different. Oh yeah, I forgot it. I got antiresia, but man, those things are
yeah.
Those things are cool too.
Or no?
Scrubs? No.
No scrubs?
They're too. I'm trying to get away from bigger stuff. Like I love the bigger snakes, but I just, dude, the cleaning. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I really like dealing with the mid-sized species. I feel like I do better with that. The boas I'm okay with, but
dude, I did not want to get rid of those Moluccans, man. Like I was holding on for dear life because I was like, dude, these are too gorgeous, but I couldn't get them in the ship. I didn't have the right setup for them, so I was like, and that's why I'm like, dude, that's all right. All right, I'm not gonna do the big snakes then. Like the big snakes ship it's gonna sell until I get a new room or something. But like, I don't even know if I want that again. Like I'm so happy with no big snakes right now, man. I really am.
No, Ryan loves his scrubs. Like I know he does. He's super into scrub pythons, and I look at him. I really enjoy looking at them at his house, but I don't want to keep them and clean them. I just don't. It's just it's not my thing. So
I love having a friend that I could brag about that does all this shit.
Yeah, right. Just look at his stuff. Look at all these things he's got.
Nobody got a friend named Ryan Young. He's fucking cool, dude. No, dude, yeah. But like I said, man, that's his thing. Like Ryan knows what he loves. Like, you know what I mean? You know what you love. And that's why, like, I look at you guys like, damn, I sometimes wish I would have held on to some of the species I let go of, but I know I did for a certain reason. I love what I have now, and that's what matters, man. Like you just gotta, it's all about what you love, dude. Because if you're legit in love with what you keep, doesn't matter what the market is, doesn't matter what the laws are, doesn't matter what's popping, what's not popping, dude. You love it. Who cares? You know, it's a win-win, and that's why reptiles should be therapeutic for everybody, right? Like that's why it's a hobby. Isn't a hobby supposed to be something to enjoy? Like get your mind off of things and not have to worry about the real world type shit. Like, and that's why I feel like why create problems in a place like this? Like make it fun and just make it enjoyable, dude.
Why don't you just breed pretty stuff and be happy? Like, can you just do that? Maybe just make some pretty stuff. Look at it.
All right, so listen, I got a wrap up topic for you, okay? And then we're gonna get into some hot seat questions. But obviously, Nick, man, I honestly, dude, it's cool that I just now got to meet you. But
yeah, for sure,
I definitely see longevity in your future, for sure. So I'm wondering, like, do you feel like you are gonna come out a little bit more, as far as like in the hobby wise? Like, I don't know, like, I see Tracy at a lot of shows because I know she has to, but do you ever feel like you're going to start popping your head at some of these shows and kind of getting your face out there more?
So I'm going to Daytona for the first time. I have kind of made a point, because we talked about it earlier, just everyone being really fake. And I know a lot of people on Facebook, like I've known for a long time, that I'll see at Daytona that I think are cool people. But to me, the idea of going and pretending to be friends with people, I don't like it. Like, it genuinely makes me feel like, why am I going to this show to pretend that I'm friends with people? So that's where, like I said, I used to be really active on Facebook. I used to try and make sure everyone knew who I was. And around COVID, I completely pulled back. I left all the groups. I just really kind of I'll talk smack every once. So like, I'll talk shit about other people or poke or jab, just for fun. But I try to just stay out of everything now. I try to just kind of mind my own business and focus on my breeding and focus on doing what I enjoy. So I don't know, maybe I'll go to Daytona and it'll be a blast, and I'll see these people I've known on Facebook for years, and it'll be super cool. And maybe I'll change my tune. I know with Tracy going to these shows, I know she wants me to go with her. So I might against my will end up being at more of them, but I will be at Daytona. So
sick. Yeah. Daytona.
That'll be cool.
Well, again, if it wasn't just my workload being for what it is, I would definitely be at the Daytona. I would be at Bob's show this fucking weekend. Yeah. Tracy's there right now in Atlanta, right?
She is. Yeah, I would have went with her, but yeah, I've just the same thing. My workload has just been crazy. So. Yeah,
man. Tracy's good piece. It's really easy with her. Just fucking don't annoy her. Don't waste her. Don't waste your time, and don't make her life difficult when it comes to MorphMarket shit.
I think I do all those things.
Oh, you do?
I'm pretty sure I do all three. But I get away with it somehow.
I live by those three things, and me and her are like this. We get along just fine. I'm telling you, man.
She lets me get away with it. I don't know. I'm lucky.
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll love to get you at a West Coast show too. Ryan Young's been to Trap Fest, and he didn't make it this year, but I'm fucking making sure he comes next year. You should maybe come with him next year if you could.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Tracy, I told her she has to come next year, so
yeah,
we'll organize it, dude.
Sounds good, man.
Let's get some hot seat questions in. I'll let you enjoy the rest of your evening, bro.
Yeah.
All right, guys, hot seat question, time of the episode. Let's get the likes up, please, right now. The way these work, Nick, quicker the better, dude. I don't need an explanation. I don't need a fucking, option. Just whatever answer you got, quicker the better. Cool?
All right, we'll try.
All right. Hot seat questions. Coming in hot. Where the fuck are the hot seat questions? God damn. Look at, here they are. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Coming in hot. Frozen thought or live?
Frozen thought.
First thing you would feed a baby rainbow boa?
Oh my God, hopper mouse.
I almost got you there, huh? All right. Red Chondro Neo or yellow Chondro Neo?
God, red.
Thank you.
I hate me for it.
Why,
Yeah.
dude? Jesus Christ! Finally. All right. When it comes to when it comes to rainbow boas, pre-first shed meal or post-first shed meal?
Post.
Yay imports or boo imports?
Oh, God, that's tough. Yay.
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 What would be one reptile you could import anywhere around the world in your collection right now if you could? What would it be? Anything. Like you have a space, it doesn't matter. A dream one, it doesn't matter.
A wild caught ring.
Really?
A wild caught ring.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Damn, that's what's up. I bet Ryan's like
fresh blood.
Ryan's
fresh blood, dude.
Ryan's like, yeah. All right, moving forward. Yay sports or boo sports?
Yay.
Favorite sport?
Football.
Favorite football team?
I don't even I'm not a sports person, man. Like, I'll answer.
You know any football teams? Like,
I know them all. Like, I know
you say Seahawks,
Texans, Packers, Vikings. Let's go Vikings. That sounds good.
Wow, dude. I've never heard a football fan say, I don't know.
Watch it sometimes. Like. Yeah, no, I watch it sometimes.
To spray or mist a ball python or to never spray and mist a ball python?
No.
Wow, okay.
No, I just dumped my water on them.
Favorite genre of music?
Oh, I've been listening to funk.
Funk? Okay.
No, PHONK.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, you're going to love it. No, you're going to hate it.
Funk?
You're going to hate PHONK. Yeah, it's going to drive you insane.
All right, I'll have to check that one out. Little word association. Say the first thing to come to mind. Milk.
Cookie.
Stuck shed.
Peel.
MorphMarket shipping.
Oh, beautiful.
Favorite ball python mutation?
Ivory.
Number one most underrated worked reptile in the hobby?
Underrated. Say that again. Underrated or underworked?
Underrated, like meaning like unsung hero reptile species in the hobby, like what you would say. Don't say carpets.
No, man. Probably spotted pythons.
Okay, I like that. All right. MorphMarket shipping.
Beautiful.
Most overrated ball python morph.
Any triple sorry.
Yeah, you said the whole project.
Sorry.
All
I have some. I have a few.
You can't go back now, buddy.
I'm sorry, I did it. Yeah.
All right, last but not least, can't cheat. First thing to come to mind. Coolest reptile network in the world.
Oh, it's Trap Talk.
Oh, you see that?
That was easy.
Fucking beautiful. Hey, listen, we just had shy of 70 people tapped in for this episode. What do you have to say all love and support we had on tonight's show, Nick?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's great to connect with everybody. So
where can people follow you at? Like in case people want to just reach out for whatever reason, where can people hit you up at?
Yeah, so Big Borg Reptiles. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I've been posting all of my clutches on YouTube. So yeah, all those places.
Fuck yeah. I'll put the link to your Instagram in the description below. So guys, go give him a follow. But I'm looking forward to meeting you, dude. I know it's going to happen later, but give it up. It's a wrap from Nick from Big Borg Reptiles, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
All right, Nick. Talk to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Sounds good.
Peace. Good guy, man. What a great episode. That was fun. All right. Guys, go give Nick a follow, please. I think I already did put the link in the description below, so go check him out. And definitely going to bring him back on. I need a Ryan Young, Nick fucking episode. I need those two on the show. That would be great. I know Ryan's already scheduled to come back on. So, yeah. Fuck yeah. Great episode, guys. Before you guys leave, this is your first time watching us. Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. before you head out. All my returning viewers, you already know, hit that like button, please, guys. And of course, if you're looking for exclusive content, come join the Trap Talk Patreon family. First link in the description below. I got a bunch of merch to give out, man. I got new merch. So if you join the Trap Talk Patreon family, I don't care what tier, I will send you some new merch. So come join. And yeah, man, looking forward to just looking forward to a lot of things, man. This is a good time in life right now. In general, I love it. I'm so happy to be a part of this and be here with you guys and just update you guys with everything. I'm just having so much fun. So thank you for all the love and support, guys. Please check out all the sponsors in the links in the description below. And again, make sure you go give Nick a follow. Just a reminder too, tomorrow's MorphMarket vlog will be dropping at 5:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And guess what? Don't say I don't ever take care of you people. This is going to be dropped right after this episode. 8:15 is going to be the Protect Our Balls episode 3. So anyone out there who's on the road to Southeast Reptile Expo, be ready. Go set your reminder because this episode you don't want to miss, dude. These guys come hot, all right? These boys did not play around in this episode, and all the Pokemon were caught. Let's just say that, all right? So thank you so much for the love and support. Again, make sure you check out all the sponsors in the description below. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming by the Trap, man. This was a good time, and you guys have a beautiful weekend. And again, have a great time at the Southeast Reptile Expo. One of the biggest growths we have in the reptile industry today are the rare species of reptiles that aren't worked with. That's right. That's why I went ahead and partnered up again with Brian Susan over at SUNDOWN Reptiles. Brian works with species such as kahua geckos, gargoyle geckos, all species of tree monitors. He works with Abronia and many other cool species geckos that you can check out all on his website. Head over to sundownreptiles.com, see what he has available. Brian's one of the best doing it in the reptile industry today. He's been on the show multiple times, so make sure you check out all of Brian Susan's episodes on Trap Talk Reptile Network. But more importantly, for the highest quality of captive bred reptiles, make sure you head over to sundownreptiles.com and make sure you give him a follow on Instagram. Thank you again, Brian Susan over at SUNDOWN Reptiles. One of the things I love about being a part of the reptile industry is all the learning, okay? Learning can be fun, and I can prove that to you. Thank you so much to today's sponsor. It's Gary Scavino over at GS Reptiles. I highly recommend you head over to his YouTube channel, follow all this man's content when it comes to learning about rare species of snakes you could be keeping in the hobby, and also just finding out how easy a lot of these rare species of snakes are to keep in general. So thank you so much, Gary Scavino of GS Reptiles. Again, head over to his YouTube channel. Also head over to his Instagram to be on top of all of his current work and be ready for a big year over at GS Reptiles. Thank you so much, Gary, for your ongoing support. I really appreciate it. Choo! Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. One of the things I love the most about the reptile world is reptile businesses that are family oriented. I love the Rice Reptile family. Rice Reptiles have made quite the name for themselves over the last couple of years, rebranding themselves and also bringing amazing cutting edge, front-of-the-line ball python projects that you must check out. Again, make sure you head over to their website, ricereptiles.net, Rice Family Reptiles on IG, to give them a follow, see what they have coming out. You can catch them vending at all major NARBC shows, Southeast Reptile Expo. A lot of great stuff coming from this family. So again, thank you so much, Billy, Don, over at Rice Reptiles. If you're in the ball python game in 2025, you know what you should be doing with your sheds, and that's turning them in to get them tested. That's right, no more POS hets, no more 66% hets. We can find out directly through today's sponsor, and that sponsor is Rare Genetic Inc. Thank you so much, Ben and Sean over at Rare Genetic Inc. Head over to their website, raregeneticinc.com, and head over to their YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel. They put out a video every Wednesday to update you guys on new current events over at RGI. But I got to tell you right now, very excited to continue my partnership over at Rare Genetic Inc. Head over to their Instagram account. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, subscribe, hit that notification bell on their YouTube channel. That way you're current on new announcements and anything that they got to update you with. Again, thank you so much, Rare Genetic Inc., RGI. You guys are the best student in the game.